It's week 2 of the National Football League. And next up, we'll see Calvin Ridley. He's more than happy with last week's numbers, going well over 100 yards and scoring twice. It's the Jaguars and the Chiefs, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 19 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A Curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 brings up
play action. It's Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And out of bounds all the way down at the 30. 23 yards on the play. First and goal from the 3. Etienne fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. One more time with Etienne. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Mahomes now on first down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. The numbers last week for Toney: 7 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Etienne up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Lawrence to throw. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. On 2nd down, Lawrence out to his left. There he goes left side. And he'll be out of bounds. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw. And in the end, got to show off his athleticism.
And he'll take this one in for a Giants touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs ready to go again. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll be caught by Rice. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is caught. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Now here's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Spinning away. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. And they'll run with Etienne. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne as the 1st half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. A quick throw caught by Rice. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. This ball deep for Tony. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. Jonathan Taylor with a touchdown run. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. These 2 coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Lawrence. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's going to be taken down. Remember, he needed 4 yards. And 4 yards is going to be what he gets as they do convert here on 4th down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We get a peek here at this past draft class for them. And, you know, the front office certainly prioritized certain traits that they were looking to take advantage of in this draft, Charles. A lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, a lot of talent here in this crew.
And, Brandon, one of the things I know about the best drafters in the business, they have a plan. And they find a way to stick to it on draft day despite the chaos. They want to land some of the biggest names on their board. And in the end, this group, they came together, found people that really fit their team's identity, and selected them.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Lawrence now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st and goal at the 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And Bigsby once more. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's 4th and goal. The kick by McManus is good. 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense. This time they're forced into taking the 3.
You did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Bigsby will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Sometimes offense, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work at the whole hard and finishing the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rice. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 24. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bigsby. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another run by Bigsby. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. But a pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Butker's kick here is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.